right, welcome to the third game of the evening. Up this time is Takeover. Join the magnificent Fubuki, Anna, and Sakura in their epic fight against the corrupt cyborgs of the EXE group in this sexy hack and slash that takes inspiration from the best. What's the best here?
I don't know.
Yeah. While adding its own personal touch. Please don't use the word touch in a game. Like, you're not allowed to use that word because it makes me think that there should be a restraining order.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we amble on more into the game itself.
I'm sorry. Oh god, this is so broken.
Before we get to that, I have to get to the AI-generated content disclosure. Because, yeah, it's one of those games. Because we've encountered this publisher not too long ago, and they have no qualms about AI-generated stuff. Not a thing like I said, not a thing I was familiar with when, I saw their games in a code lineup. But, recognition's kicking in, so I'll be able to know to avoid them in the future. We have another one of these in the weeks ahead. But anyway, AI generation content is loading screens and character portraits have been generated by AI, which, as I said in the interstitial, is less than I was expecting. Now that doesn't preclude asset flipping, but they're saying that's the level of AI here. We've got some really low bars. Anyway, so this game was assigned to Galax. May God have mercy on his soul. With you.
So yeah, this is a blatant thirst trap that isn't unfinished and borderline unplayable. The best part, quote unquote, of this game is when you first load in the main menu and you're in the lobby with all of the different character models that you can allegedly eventually gain the ability to play as, and you can just use the camera to ogle them. Because that part at least kind of works, even though the camera controls are still ass.
Maybe not the word to use here, because...
Okay, the camera controls are still terrible. So yes, you select your character with allegedly costume selection options and drone selection options, but they're all the same, at least at first. And then you go out into this thing. The first half of the level is a stealth section where you crouch near things to not be seen by these guys. I think they can't see you at all when you're crouching. But if they see you and get close to you, you just lose. The main advantage of crouching has less to do with detection because these guys have awful detection. And more to do with the fact that after crouching for a while, you can dash, which lets you get to the next hiding spot quickly. And after doing that, with these heads-up display with the friggin' blanked out controls all over it, you get to the part of the thing where you can actually do things besides move, where you just basically mash, click, or whatever button on a bunch of enemies until you end, and then blow up the quote-unquote generator, and then you have another short stealth section, and then you get to the end of the level, and then you go to the next level, which was, as far as I could tell, identical to the fucking first level. So I stopped playing after that. Actually, that's not true. I stopped playing after that, but it was somewhat forced because I didn't actually finish it, because during the combat section I actually found the dash button and accidentally dashed through the level geometry and couldn't get back in. I did also try the survival mode. Oh yes, you can sort of move around by crouching if you start with one of the side dash buttons. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that because there's no animation for it.
Oh yeah, God no.
The fucking state of it.
Yeah. Also, there are limited controller support for this. You can't use it from menus. Allegedly, you can use it from... I know you can use it for moving it around and moving the cameras. I didn't get far enough with the controller to get to the actual combat section, but allegedly. So yeah, I also played the survival mode, which let me verify, because frankly, it was just click mashing. By the way, you're not actually invincible like this. So still try to avoid getting caught. You kind of want to go run over to the ones with the boxes with the flamethrowers, and then just go around it and head to the right. That's where the exit here is. So yeah, I went to the survival mode, which featured more different types of enemies, and allowed me to verify the alleged major selling point on this of clothing damage, which you lose your vest, shirt, and skirt, leaving you at the point where you lose in like a fairly small bra and thong and tights, which frankly, if a game is going to be this shit, I would expect it to at least have actual tits in it, but this one doesn't even have the
Agra this game wishes it was.
Yeah.
Oh no, like
although I can report that once you can see your character's actual butt, the butt has jiggle physics.
of course it does.
Copyright free. Oh my fucking lord.
So yeah, you just kill a bunch of... There are allegedly 5 types of enemies, but they're really not significantly different. Some of them are larger. And I think as you go, the sword fucking icon fills in on your thing, and you unlock the ability to right-click, which is a vertical attack, I think. And yeah, Petty Fans just... Honestly, I mostly just was clicking at everything and just beat everybody very quickly.
Why is my Witcher be strafe dash left and right?
Like I said, it's a barely playable thirst trap.
Bro, it's April. How the fuck do we find the worst game of the year?
See, this is the thing I was talking about.
You should have a heads-up thing that says exits now if you look up a little higher and just kind of go in that general direction.
This is what I was talking. Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, there's another short stealth section up here because yeah, that's a part of this that anybody cared about.
Well,
I literally just killed a bunch of dudes. Like.
Yep. Nonetheless, stealth section. Easy stealth section, but it's still a stealth section.
You win. I wish I didn't.
Nobody.
Yeah, and then after winning, you continue and you go to stage 2, which is, like I said, identical to stage 1 as far as I can tell. I think allegedly once you get to a certain stage, you unlock other character models to play as, but I think they're just the other ones in here, which, looking around, I see more than one, like, pornified ripoff of another actual character design.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Like the mysterious Hero X from Fate, Ada Wong from Resident Evil or whatever. So, I think you could get a better experience than this game by just, like, Googling literally the quoted phrase, random source filmmaker porn.
Yeah.
And then just pick anything from there, and maybe you'll get a virus, but the virus might not be as bad for your computer as this. And I think that's all I have to say. Actually, I do have another question. Oh yeah, the music, it literally cites, and I think it's all like rights-free music. So because this is an asset flip, basically. I don't know. They might have made some of it. How much are they charging for this? Not that I recommend paying a nickel for it.
$2.99.
You know what? Not as big of a ripoff as I was expecting, but still, no.
Awful.
How has that become the overriding theme of this game? Like, Not as awful as we were expecting, but still.
In fairness, we have seen more shameless ripoffs than this going for full AAA price, and we have laughed at them violently.
Hmm.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I kind of expected it to be like $15 just because,
Right.
we're charging for access to our sexy lady polygons.
Yeah. But there's also a lot of very cheap porn games on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for decent quality porn games at an affordable price, go check out our
Also,
friends
just like
Manga
the
Gamer.
worst thing about this is the fucking heads-up font.
Ugh.
And how it doesn't scale properly with distance, so that when you're far away from things, it just is way too huge.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, that's some 90s fisheye lens shit going on here for some
Part
reason.
of it might be my
Yeah, this is in ultra wide. It's ultra widing itself.
yeah.
It also doesn't have a whole lot of resolution options. It does have some, but not a lot. Like, I think it doesn't have anything between 1200 wide and 1900 wide.
Hmm.
I will go look at the options real quick. I have volume reference. Oh, go fuck off, game.
Yeah, they also think this gradient is clever, which it is not.
No, literally, it zooms out to a fucking panty shot in the options menu.
Uh-huh.
Go actually fuck off. Okay, anything else about this turd?
No, that's all.
Thank God.
I think we've made our feelings pretty clear on
Don't forget
Takeover
you're a
here.
reviewer on the Steam page. They're not going to want to read this one, lads.
Hmm. Right. So that'll take care of this. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Slain Back from Hell.